Looking for the link. The link. Here's a link. Okay, see the link. Oh, that's pretty funny. I just, in my link, it gave me, well, okay, 1 second. Now that's the link to here. Well, that's the link to here. Okay, nobody's here, nobody's watching. Okay, so I'm going to start this in a minute because I'm busy calculating something. Okay. Okay, where are we? Right. Okay. Maybe I'm going to point the camera down here and see if you can pick up the book. Not really sure. It's small on my screen, so I don't know if it's small on your screen. If I can, I can't, I don't have the control of the distance on this thing. Oh yeah, I do. You're not coming any closer, right? Anyways, I'll show you what I'm writing down. What we're doing now is the separation of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? What I'm going to do, why I do it. And one of the reasons I do this is just to show that the what if, like we don't know the truth until you actually live it through someone you can absolutely believe. It's hard to know what the truth is, but imagine with a little machine, you can actually figure out the truth. I'm going to be putting together my little systems, hopefully on a piece of paper one day that I can share with everybody, and they can look at it and they can go, oh, I understand that now, and maybe make a game out of it. And when we break down the truth and we start to see, okay, let's look back at history. Oh my God, yeah, it's telling us about this and this and this and this through the English and French, and eventually we can expand, knock French off of Italy, maybe the difference between Italian and the French and the sounds in the alphabet, maybe add in a little Greek, like, well, let's say I was French from France or English from England, and keep just doing 2 at a time until it's like building this great big puzzle of, we have tons and tons of information, and then we have the value of the definition of the word. The definition of the word. What about the letter that creates the sentence? It creates a word. The letter that created the word. I see you are. I see you are. I see you are A, B, C, D, Can you say D? Would D be anything? Is D a word? E, F, G. Yeah, G is sort of like a word. So I'm going to put that up here. It's funny the way G and D came together. Like, on God, don't mention G and D, right? H, I. Oh, yeah, we got I at the beginning. J. Well, you can have jaywalking, right? So we can just sort of put, wow. K, like not an OK. I don't want to use OK. L. Well, you can use L, okay, in the French. The French can use L because L is E-L-L-E. And then you would have to refer to the Spanish, that when apparently, the way I understand it, and I could be wrong, when two L's come together, like in the word your name, que está llama, or something like that, the two L's become a Y. So M, we can use also, because M in French is to love, to mem, and then like that's M&M. You know what I'm saying? Mem. It's also the same shows, M-E-M-E, which is 135, 135, and that's ace 11. Now I'm adding the game aspect in it. In blackjack, you can use the ace and only one of them as 11. And when you have an ace, when you have two aces and you split them, you only get one card. What is it telling you? You're only getting one card. So what if it's a 2 and you can't get any better? If you have 16 or less in blackjack, you need the dealer to bust, period. You don't have to say, well, the dealer just has to beat me. Maybe the dealer can stand on 16. The dealer can't stand on 16. It's not the game rules. It's not the fabrication of space. Space that took someone's mind to create the game, that figured out the odds and in whose favor, and if you can be able to beat these odds, and which way can you render, losing more hands than winning, but by balancing that off with a few extra chips on the table, just knowing on which one you should have the higher ranking to put more chips to. Balancing. Having an order. Like, I want to show you something right now. And this is like, it keeps intriguing me when I look at this. Hold on a second. Okay, and it's this line here. See this line here? See this line right over here? If you would see that line up over here, okay, that means it just shot up. So there was a great big burst of energy that shot up. You want to see the line here all the time. Anything above was too much, right? Too high. The balance is right here on the line. And over time, everything gets used. Everything gets run out and used. You got to feed it. So you got to feed it to keep it up here. So this is over a period of time. Now, if I switch that period of time, okay, if I switch that period of time to 4 times the value that I was at, you're going to have this. This is an equation right here. You see the way it went too high over here? Now it's running under the line, right? Now, see, this is all under the line and it's running back where it was. So it was too far down, but still the happy house is right over here. So there's a story in everything. There's a story in everything. So let's get to what I was writing over here. I wasn't sure if I should start the video now or not start the video now, but I've just, in that scenario that I just showed you, because someone asked, where do you get all your ideas from? Where do you get all your ideas from? I want to know something. Wherever it doesn't really, let's change the viewpoint of this. Not where did I get them all? Do they make any sense at all? We don't care where I got them from. I want to know if they make sense. I want to know if there's a realness to them. If their logic is there. We just need to know the logic, not what we're going to do with it. We just need to know the logic, where the numbers match up, where the letters become something other than just letters. They're geometric shapes, where point A met point B. Like number one, like really and truthfully, why should I do I create a dot, or do I create an O, or do I create an O? Why am I not using the outside? I don't have to show you my fullness. Like, you see that dot over here? I'm not going to show you my fullness or my fullness of the dot. That dot is on 4 corners, right? Am I taking up all 4 of these? What is the value of that dot? 360 degrees around and inside, right? Up above my head, around my waist, and stretched out arms and legs. This design over here is not mine. I don't own any of my designs. In fact, all my designs are actually everywhere else. There it is. There's the design right here. See, how am I going to get this angle, right, with that right there? There you go. How am I going to get that angle? How am I doing it? I can't do it with this because this one's over here. So what I did, okay, is I went down and I went up. I could have, what else could I have done with this, these two over here? What if I did this? This one went this way and this one went this way. I can go all the way around, right? What am I actually doing with this? The reason I went up and down and I didn't go this, I could have went this way and this could have went this way, but it went this way and this one went this way. Do you understand where these lines went besides if it's this one or there? So when the lines go up this way, okay, the number over here is number 6. This one is 9. This one is 1. This one over here is 4. So it's 1469 in rotation of the sun. In this one, it's 2 and it's 8. And this one's in rotation of the moon. Here is your 1. Here is your 9. Here's the same numeric value. I'm not sure if this comes from Sator Rotas, but there's an equation where this all comes together. And one of the equations we spoke about yesterday, and it's the 365.47 days in the year. 365.47. 22 is lost for life. It's really, how can we get this focus on better? Okay, that looks a lot better. So we were speaking about this yesterday. The 22 is lost life. Either it's in transmission, it's maybe lost to the stream, and it could be lost to the monkey. 11525. See this over here turns into a 2. This is 25. This is Earth's heart. And it's inside the word the monkey. These are reversals of each other. Why is the O implicated? There's more of a meaning to an O, although it's Mars 6. You see, Mars 6 is in between not only here, M and N, okay, but Mars 6 is also located at X, where W and Y come into the account. So W and Y come together, and then F comes in together where it's E, F, and G. So E and G comes together. That's 57, and this one is 57, and this one is 45. Okay, and the reason I'm doing this, you see, this is a value of 6. I'm just using it because these two letters came together in the word, but in all actuality, the O, okay, LMNOP, right, and where number 57 comes together again. So they're talking about 1, 2, 3, 3 moons. 1, 2, 3 moons. They're talking about because the numeric value for moon is 57. The numeric value for the reverse of Mars is 57, but it polarizes with Heinz and Union Jack. Heinz 57, Union Jack, Great Britain. GB with a big red sun in Great Britain. See, it's their game, not ours. Who's going to figure it out? Who's going to get the trophy? Who's going to get the best job? Who can figure out all the information? Not only do we make the best product, nobody's noticing. Nobody cares. We're too expensive. We want everything from everybody as much as we can at any cost because we know. And we'll always put it into our favor for it to happen over the longest period of time, because time doesn't matter, because not on Earth. We're not talking about on Earth. This is not on Earth. So did anybody understand what I did with 666? And 666 is not part of what I created, but something that has been floating around for years. What is 666? What happens? Is it 6 here and a 6 here and a 6 here? Do you know what I'm saying? Where do our shapes come from? I just want to do something with a shape. Just bugging me that just have to do this one little shape. We're going to get back to it. I'm going to do it inside the smallest that I can. This is the smallest that I can, and this is the inside. And this is my first, way where I created 68, the house planet. Now, what am I going to do for this area over here? And what will I do for this area over here? What am I supposed to do, and what I can do, and what I should do? I'm just going to follow, the lines. I really don't want to ruin this image, and I'm very sad that everybody left, but that's okay. I'm going to do that here one more time. I just want to see what happens. And then we're going to put this inside, connect it. So we have a break in the action here, a break in the action here, and here's our break in the action. Okay, so now we're going to finish. Not sure how far after I should be going. Should I go just on one side or the other, or should I just go right out? Okay, is there anything else I can do? Sure, I can go here. There, oh, I can go here, here. I can go here, 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 here. Now, my question is, should I be going all the way to here and creating that? How did I get that down here? Create that. That one went all the way up really high. This one doesn't really go so low. Oh, I got the string in front of it. Sorry. Isn't it weird the way this one, went all the way to here, but this one did not? Is there a reason for it? Well, we're going to take the next action. See, we come out 2 to here. Should I have come out 1, or what did I not come out? I came out 2. I came out 2. So I'm coming out 2 and boom. And then I came out 2 and boom. You see the way one is bigger than the other? Is it my fault? Now the question is, what would I do with this? What would I do with this? I came out 2. I came out 2. I came out 2. I didn't come out anything from here. I didn't use this angle here. This angle here. This one went on the inside. I'm just trying to see. And then, is there any other line? Oh, yes, here. Just trying to see. Anyways, there's a whole mishmash design that goes on with this. This is just the bones of it. And I'm just going to do the basic skimming of it. It's this, and it's this, and that's it. That's the basic skyline. You take a look in here, it's 707, what we have over here. You take a look at that design. Just trying to think what else is in there. Although it creates also, if you finish off the design like that, I'm just trying to think. Anyways, okay. So this is all 57. So this all came out. Why did I start this? I started that because of the 189. Where was that? Where was that? Where did we get 189? Am I seeing things? What's going on here? Where did I get 189? Oh, right here. Right here. In what happens with the 2. When you turn the 2, you see I turn the 2, I get that. I have that. And then I can either go like that or go like that. I can also, okay, let's see one more if I can do anything else. I can do the under here. Well, oh, sorry, I did the over. I shouldn't have done that over. I should have went under. I believe I should have went under. I believe that there's like more of an obligation to go under than to go over. So, okay, so now we have, once I do this, what's left over here is 365. 365.47. That's this design over here. 365.47, 125.89 the other way. So we're telling a whole story. I don't really like that I put that line in there. It's fudging things up. 1, 2, 8. So we can do that. Anyways, I'm not really sure what that does. Here we went back to back. It creates an 11. So anyways, I'm not really sure what that does, but I'm going to get back to, I'm going to get back to, you know, it's funny. It shows one person watching and got 4 likes. But anyways, thanks. I appreciate it. Let's go back to what I wanted to start with this page. I don't know how I got all the way down to mem. Oh, yes, we were talking about the single letters in the alphabet that talk, that I'm using between French and the English language. L, M, N, N, and O can be a letter. L, M, N, O, and P can be a letter because you can gotta go P. Q, no, R. Yeah, you can use R. S, T. Yes, we can drink tea. U. Yes, we can use U. V. We can use that in French for life. W. No, I'm not going to use W, but I can say both of you. Instead of W, it can be both of you. Instead of W, so that'll have to be both of you. And then X, I mean, I'm not going to say, can I use it for my X? Well, that's a questionable one, and in certain situations that'll be used. Y is a question in a single letter that works in a word. And Z, well, you be taken asleep. Z responds to I'm sleeping, or a zebra. So it replies to stripes. Okay, so that's one situation. So now what I did here, and I'm going to do it on the next page if you can keep up to me. I want to count from 1 to 13. I don't remember why, but I want to go from, yes, 1 to 13 is A and M, the first 13 letters in the alphabet. As well, the first 13 letters in word gematria, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, 13th, which is 1 and 3 is 4 and 1, A, D. So there's a double D that comes into effect over here, and I'm going to explain that to you on the next page. Since 1 to 13 is counted as 14, I'm only going to count 2 through 12, which equals to normally 78. This will equal to 77 plus 1. And this is Christ. And then it'll revert to, okay, it'll revert to 51. Christ created by Mars. 1, reverse of 4, 4 being Mars. One of the angles, one of the eggs. But I don't want to total up the whole alphabet this way. So anyways, let me finish it. So this is 77 plus 1. Now, when we go to 13, this is Bat Mitzvah. From 2 to 3. See, this one is 1 to 4. Okay. This one is 2. You see, I don't like it, to 3. I'm going to do it on the next page. I'm going to see, not this page, because I don't like this page. I'm going to do it on the next page. Okay. Okay. 1, or let's go 1st and 21st. When you go 1st and 21st, the center is which number? Is it 10 or is it 11? So I'm going to go 1 through 10 because it is the beginning and it is the end. And 1 through 10, okay, 1 through 10 is still, how can I say it? 1 through 10, how can I do this? Okay, I'm going to do it this way. 1 through 10 is saying 1st and 1st. When you don't start at 11 over here, okay, we're going to have to start at 12. Or should we be starting at 11? I'm just questioning myself because this is an actual repeat over here. So the center maybe is actually 11 because 1 and 10 repeat 1 and 1 plus 0 equals 1. So it's 1 and 1. So now when we come over here, we're going to keep 10 over here. We're going to put 11 down over here in the center of all. And we're going to start, and we're going to go 12 through 21. And this is a 3, and this is a 3. So now the only separator is number 11. And now, why in the world would I choose 21? I mean, 19 by 19 equals 361, and that's 1 more than 360 degrees. This just keeps on growing all the time. This is always growing. This is always growing. See the way we put, he looks like a, look at the face. It's not a face. So now we count 12 to 21. And I use these numbers because these are all the numbers we need. We don't need any more. We don't need any more. When you play with numbers between the English and the French, they tell you exactly what you have to do with these numbers. They tell you exactly where these numbers come from. And then we have to use a little logic. And we're going to say 1. Okay, we're going to go to 1 over here. There's a whole bunch of things going on right now. There's a whole bunch of things. I'm building a scenario, so try and keep up or slow me down by saying something. Okay. Oh, I forgot where I was. Well, anyways, we have 1, okay, through 9. We have 1, 2, 3 equals to 6. When we come to, we started over at 1 again. So if our vibration is not in 1, but our vibration is in 2, 3, and 4, equaling to 9. 2 times 3 times 4 equals to 24. 1 times 3 times 1 times 2 times 3 equals to 6. Our separation between the birth and the day. This becomes 9 and 6 in rotation, 68, the house planet. Don't forget, we need the 3 inside 2 and 4. So this is 1 through 9. When added, it equals to a total of 45. It's 1 plus 9 equals 10 plus 2 through 8 equals 35. 2 through 8 equals to 35. That should be right. 1 through 9, 45. Take off the 10. Okay, it's 35. The total is 45. Total is 45. So this is part 1. So now we also have to understand that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 is separated by 5 when 6 and 7 and 8 and 9, okay, are on the other side. This is the in-between. But there's another question in here. If we were going full reflection, that where we needed one last, how would we get one last? Well, it's pretty simple. We're going to bundle these together. It equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. Now we have 1 and 5. 6, 7, 8 equals to 30. 3 plus 0 equals to 3. So in replacement of all these numbers, we just have 1 and 3. Voila. There we go. Get them in a bundle. 1, 5, and 3. Okay. Mars creation. A, E, C. Arts and entertainment creation. Bring it to me, baby. Ace 11, Ace 1, Ace 14, and Ace of Face, many positions in the Ace. And where the Ace is played from, the A is played in all of these. These are all aces, my friend. Every single one of these are aces. I'm going to show you the C, the third letter in the alphabet, has an ace inside of it. I'm going to show you the E. The E has an ace inside of it. I'm going to show you the A. And the A is your heaven spirit. All around, the A is the heart of all. There's only two that are not controlled in the A, because that is your birth and your heaven. That is why it's here to create in 6, to bring together the heavens of birth. And that's why all of these have 9 sides. The 1 dot holds the heaven to the 6, which is your birth. The 2 that come with creation of the 7th gate of the half-life is your birth. 8 and 9. 7, 8, and 9, they pass through the gateway over here. 1 and 2 is everything. And when they bestow you as 11, they've put 2 in the center, which is 1 opposite 1. And with the 5, look at that. They put 1 in the center. So the 1 in the center of the 5 is actually, see the 6? Is the back end of the 6 is played inside the 5. And the 2 has moved position, playing in the center of the 6, where the 2 was over here. This is a different kind of 2. It's a star system 2. There's a star system for both 2s, and one of them goes like this, and the other one goes like that. And here's one of the 2s. This is where we cross, right? Here I can create the X. Here I can create the X. Here I can create the addition and the X. Here I can create the addition and the X. But in here, I cannot create. This is only the X. In here, I can create that. I can create 9. Here I create the 45 degrees. Here I create the 90. Here I create multiply. Okay, multiply the layers. And here, that is my angle birth. This is, although it's created with the 45 degree, my passage is the 90 degree. Here, okay, completely above, completely below, and complete on each side. I'm just trying to figure out what it's actually telling me, because you can't create the stars until they grow. And I'm trying to wonder which one is the steering wheel for the pirates. Or should I take this one and put it over this one? Or should I'm just trying to think how I get the point. To the point. How do you get to the point? Anyways, I'm just trying to think. So we're going to go back to numbers again for those who are still here listening. I know it's very, very long. I should just stay on the subject of what's going on with these numbers. So we were here 1 through 9 is 45, etc. 1, 2, 3 equals to 6. You add on the 4, it goes back to 1 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to a complete 10. So even if I was counting up to 10, I don't need to count anything else because this created all of this. And this numeric value will end up to be 36, which will be 18R and 9I. I, robot. Resident angel from Venus. The birth from Venus and Jupiter. IR. Creating the high skies of 52 of 1727, which is 37. We're talking about Nibiru, the red sun of creation, opens to creation of the 7th gate to the 8th heaven. Because of what the cards say, because of what the cube says, and because the multiple of 9 times 8 and 9 plus 8. And we must stand on 17 according to blackjack. This is win a big red sun, and this is I and in. 9 and 23 is what's created through this. 2 plus 9, 7 times 2 is the 14th letter. 9 and 5, E-I-E-I-O. We spoke about this. God, I got to go slower, right? I got to go slower. So I really didn't say too much over here, other than the total over here is 6, 13, 21. 6, 7, and 8 is 21. See the first two that were over here created 21. I don't count 0 as 6, right? And I can't take the average of this because I keep getting 5. I have to live on this side. I don't live on this side. I live on this side over here. Here's my birth. Here's my extremity. Here's instead of it being the sun, this is where Jupiter is, and then life is on the next planet. It comes from 4 Mars in the open sea. Okay, and it's all retracted towards Mars. Here is your CO, right? The operator, the CEO, the CEO. I didn't mention this, but I wanted to talk about the short arm on the letter E. The short arm on the letter E. How about the short arm on your clock? The short arm on your clock counts for what? The hours, not the minutes. So it stands for short arm. 60 minutes. No, 24 hours. 24 hours. The short arm counts for 24 hours, the house planet. So we got this, we created this. What was the total between here and here? It's 40 plus 5 is 45. 10 and 30 and 5. So this one would create, okay, over here 16. 91 spirit. This one would create 36. They come together, 36 and 16 to create 52. And that is Earth's heart. That'll create Q17. Q17, how 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 come together, and that will create a GH. But we don't want to talk about that. There's so many things. I just wanted to focus on the numbers over here. That's all I really wanted to do. And if you add these opposites together, 9 and 6, 15, 1 and 5 equals 6. 7 and 8, 15, 1 and 5 equals 6. The high side of creating 6 is to go through 15. So on the high side, your birth has to pass through the 6 plus 9 equals to 54, which is the sun and Mars. And the 7 by 8 equals 56, which is the creation of the orphan child, the 11, okay, and 15 Mars equaling to 71. So these two creations, and but besides that, it is the letter O the letter O and the letter Q in one situation. I'm not going to get into that, but I used the multiplication and the addition to create this. I wish I can be more clear. I just keep running out of paper and need more space. No excuses, no excuses. So this is what the numbers are actually telling me because of what the numeric value of words are, but I should be using more words. I keep going over the same words just to show the basic concept, just like the short arm on the clock is for the hours. And there's 24 hours, and then you have to have days and cycles to build up the system back up. Break it down, understand it, build it back up. So we were talking 1 through 21. Why not more? Well, one of the reasons why not more, and one of the reasons I go to 21st, it's actually 20. Okay. In fact, it's actually 19. Okay. In fact, it's actually 18. Okay. In fact, there's so many reasons why I keep backing up, right? And I'm going to just try to back up. I go to 1 through 4, okay? And I like to put 5 in the center. And then 6 is the last part of the cube. So you end up to get 15, and then you get 21, okay? So you get O and U, which means where. Then after that, you get the 7 and the 8. And when you add up the equals 36, okay? Now, when you get the plus 7 plus 8, plus 7 plus 8, and the reason for the plus 7 plus 8, first of all, I'm really supposed to stop on the 7. Let me just stop. Are you confused yet? I'm going to tell you why I'm doing everything. Okay, I stop on number 6 for the cube. I stopped on number 4. Okay, actually, you see, I should have went really 1 to 3 equals to 6. Okay, and 4 equals to 10. Okay, and 5 equals to 15, and 6 equals to 21. Now, in the first step, this is the beginning, and this is the end, and this is the new start. And the new start is in the 7th gate. And one of the reasons it's in the 7th gate, okay, is because what the dice tell us. What are the dice telling us? Okay, I'm going to tell you what the dice are telling us. Dice is telling me that my opposites are all 7s. My opposites are all 7s. Okay, that means the rest of the dice opposites all have to be a certain number too. So if I take 6 and I take 2, okay, I don't know why the camera's not getting the center of this. If I take 6 and 2, the opposites of 6 and 2, I wish I had my other dice the same size. I do. I want more of these dice. I want more of these dice, but I don't want them from James. James. What was the name of that? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Altered Images. I think it's Oklahoma City. Jamie, get that powerful mind out and grind it out. Vibrate through your hand, through your vision of your eyes. Behind your head, you see nothing, you see it all. 6 and 2 is the reverse. And I don't want you to, I want to see is a 5 and 1. So this is the God and this is Mars. Basic. The opposite of 6 and 5, I don't want to do 6 and 5. Actually, 6 and 5 is 1 and 2. The opposite of 5 and 5 is 2 and 2. 2 and 2, 5 and 5, 5 and 5, 2 and 2. The opposite of 4 and 1, the opposite of 4 and 1 equals 5 is what?
3 and 6 equals 9. The opposite of 4 and 6 equals 10. The opposite is 1 and 3 equals 4. And now we take a look over here. 4. The opposite is 10. Sorry. See, 4 equals 10. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. 4 equals to 10. We do it on these levels, so this is starting over. And then you add 5 to it, okay? And this one equals 1, and this one equals 6 when it's added. And this one over here equals 3 over here. We end at 21. 21 is really the new beginning. This is the new beginning. And it's the new beginning because when you get to 10, you don't say first as with a 1 involved. You say a word as if it's an agglomerate of something, 10. And it's built this way. It's built with the 6 and the addition of the 4. It's built with the 6. Okay, we're going to do it this way. Actually, the 6 would be this way, which means 2 levels. Now, when you add up a level, you always have to put the heart together. Everything runs off the same transmission, this heart over here. So you bring these two together, and that would be your 6, or your separation, or the size of your cube, by bringing overlapping elements together, or a voided space that both shared. You just put an element here and an element here and nothing here. What fills this space? Would be the spindle of Rubik's Cube that controls all movement, or knows of all movement when it's not controlling it by the center. The 3 elements of Rubik's Cube. So we come to here. It's the first time we are going to go 21st. There's steps all the way up, and each step, every single number has a different relevance. So we come over here and we add number 7 next. Okay, the plus, where can I put number 7? I'm going to put it over here. Okay, this one will create 28. And this 28, 2 plus 8 equals to 10, equals to 1. Now, all of a sudden, we started on a new level, okay? On a new level at 21. We get 28. We get the cycle. Here we get the blackjack. Here we get Mars. Here we get life on 10, man life on 10, because it's not only 31 creating 10, but it's also 55 creating 4. 55 creates /22. 55 /22. And what was my other one? Oh, yes, 64 /31. 13, 22, 22, 11 times 11 times 11, 2 times 2 times 2. The other one would be right here, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Whoop, did I show you that? Did you see that? Did you see that? 6 and 4 create 10, 5 and 5 create 10. The opposite is 22, 22, or the reverse is 31, 31. 13 or 31, it doesn't matter which way you say the numbers. I'm just putting them together. And these numbers will give me the story. In the bottom scenario, it's telling me about 3 2s, how I created this, how we created this. This is also 10 p.m. at night. So now we're going to go on with the numbers. So now we started over at 1, but the 21st is the new complete beginning where 20, the split world, takes place. But why doesn't it happen? Why do we have to wait for the cycle to where we say number 1 starts all over? Remember here, 3, now we get 3 and 1 coming backwards. We counted 1, 2, 3 to start with. Now we end up with 1 here and 3 here. And this reason is because we say ST. The first time we say ST again is at 21. That is the complete and first new level. That means the first basic level is 1 through 20, and that is darts. And the total is 210. But because there's a 0, we're going to go to 216 or 216.0, which is 9 times 24 days, 9 to the pregnancy, which equals to 216, which is also part of a calculation that fits with the Aztec Mayans, 25,920, which is also 5 and 2, 7, 9, 20 Earth diameter. Hey everyone, how you doing there, Robin? Great for you to show up. So this also is not, this also creates 68, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. Okay, so 9 times 6 equals 54, slash 9 times 8 equals 72. I'm not going to say anything more to that, but the moon diameter is 2160, something to do with miles to kilometers, which is 3476. Are we together on this? So now when you go to number 8, okay, this is plus 7, okay, which equals to 28. Now we have, this is 28. This has to come together with this. Hold on a second. Now everything came together. And don't forget there's the in-between of everything too. And this one is plus 8. And the plus 8, hold on a second. God, I shouldn't have done that. 8, 8 plus 28 equals to 36 equals to 9. Okay, 9 slash 27 in the star system. We have to remember where we got that 27 from. That's 27 red. They're both red in roulette. They're both black in roulette. This one will be the cycle, but at the same time, it'll be a replica together of Venus from Jupiter and the resident angel sea, because 8 and 2 is 10. The 1 comes up over here. But this is a 1 red. This is a 1 black. So if it's a 1 black, where can 1 black show up? 1 black shows up usually in 6, right? Because there's your 1, but it's, instead of being red, comes to the other side, and it can pop up on this side and be black to the black 6, because it's the only one that's not reflective. But anyways, that's nor here nor say. So in this one over here, we get to number 9. So here we've had 6, we've had 6, we added 4, we got 10, we had 6, then we had 10, then we had 15, then we had 21, then we had 28, then we had 36, then we had 45. So this one we have 9, 9, and 1, and 3, and 6, and 1, and 6, and 1. 1 is where it all began. Where is this? It's my adding of the numbers. We started at 1, we ended up with 6 is the next number. We had to add 4, we ended up with 1. It was a new beginning, a new one, the 4th corner. We went to 5, we ended up with 15, we ended up with another 6. Now we have 1 in between 6. Then we added on, then we added that 6. The total was, once we added that 6, okay, I'm trying to figure out if I get it. Yes, we add on the next 6. It equals to 21. 2 and 1 equals to 3. I'm just trying to, we added 6. I'm just trying to, whoa, I'm getting mixed up. 5, 6. This one equals to 3. 21 equals to 3, right over here. Then we added on the 7. You see, in the 6th position, it equals to 3. In the 5th position, it equals to 6. In the 4th position, it equals to 1. And in the 1st position, it equals to 6. 6, 1, 1, 4, 1, 5, 6, 6, 3. In the 7th position, okay, it equals to 1 with a star because it turns into a 10. In the next position, in the 8th position, it becomes 8 and 1. Here we had 2 and 8. Now we go down to 1 and 8. Our next move, when the 360 degrees comes with the 10, right, which is still a reflective of 410, now we have it over here. 7 times 4, 28 to cycle. So that's it. Now the next one is 9 plus 36 equals to 45. This down here equals to 99. Now we're in Jupiter. And this equals to 9. So this is our cycle, 16163199. And then when we go to number 10, okay, and I'm going to have to keep on going with this because when we go to number 10, you see there's a difference in all this. While I'm counting all up, I'm including that this cube is in my mind. I'm not only including the cube in my mind, I'm also including the deck of cards, as well the pool table, and the setup of numbers off the calculator or telephone keypad. I'm also using these geometric shapes to give me a little angle of what's going on. I have to figure out, so I can just about figure out what's going on in different zones of reality. So we've got, so now if I went to number 10, okay, if I went to number 10, it would be 45 plus 10 equals to 55. Number 10, number 9, number 8, number 7, number 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5. This is number 5, number 4, number 6. It's so mixed up. In the first position, in the second position, there's so many positions in here. Oh my God. Okay, so now we get the 45 and 10 is 55. 5 and 5, okay, equals to 1. So our next position, 55. See, now I got this in my way and I don't want this here. This, okay, this equals to 1. Now I need to do 11. Now I stop at 10, and one of the reasons I'm stopping at 10 for a second is because of the game of sick bow. In sick bow, there's 3 dice, and they play high or low. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways you can bet on the game, and if you bet high or low, it's 10 or below, or it's 11 or above, maximum 18. Remember, one of the other rules, 3 dice, maximum 18. That 4th dice will give you the possibility to get the spirit. So you need that 4th dice, that 4th angle. You have 3, you get 18, but you cannot get 21 without the last cube. I also mentioned about monkey in the deck of cards because they call for the monkey. Monkey and man, what is the difference? I already mentioned it. I didn't come up and tell you exactly what it is, but the word key is telling about the earth and the 115 behind our computer, the numeric value 115. It also tells us about the Silver Spirit Mercedes because of the Y letter. The E letter tells us about the hours of the day because it has the short arm of the clock. Key, that is the word. Monkey, monkey moon, man on the moon, monkey on the moon. So we're going to go back and we went up to, here is number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. There's no 2. And then 9 and then 1 again. So you get 1 at 1 and you get 1 over here on the top here. Your beginning and your end, your beginning and your end. You're restarting over here on level 2. Here's a 55. But the roulette table tells me everything ends on 36. So that's why when I made my design, I made multiple tables. I made multiple tables right there on the floor. Right there. That's just one set. Yeah, it looks upside down. He looks like he's not smiling, and looks like smiles. They all smiles, and then from this side down at the bottom, they're sad. Oh, sad man. Took two sides to put it together. Two sides. See this? There's two of them. Those two X's. Those are 18 and 1836. It took 36. Okay, in two areas to create that, and then the in-between area over here. So I need a minimum of 1, 2, 3 boards. The top part of the board is 18, 18, 18, 54, the sun, or a total of 36, 36, 36, 108. And you can see the little mushroom eyes over here with a hat, a mushroom hat over here. That's what happens in the design. Sometimes too close is no good. This is red and black division of the roulette wheel. So now we're at 55. After that, we get to 66. And what's so beautiful about this is 55 is liberty and freedom because of the commercial, the life insurance commercial. And the word freedom goes with 66. And 66 freedom is your ABC multiplied and added. That's your freedom. So on this one, 6 and 6, we now end up with 3. And then on 12, we end up with 78. We end up with 6. And then this one would be 12, 11. And then 13, okay, would equal to 91 and 6. And this one would equal to 1. 1, 9, 10, 5, 5, 10, 2, 8, 10, and 10 alone. Now the French are going to tell you how to say this. Inside of this in the French is a 10. Inside of this is a 10. Inside of this, it's a 60. There's no 10. Every other one of these numbers are pieces and parts together. The same way we piece and part together this, the same way we piece and part together that. We're going to try and figure out exactly how these numbers. I figure the minute this card goes up to 10, you're talking about two sides, and 10 is explaining the two sides. Everything is divided right over here. You see the diamond? The diamond was divided. And on one side of the diamond, they created a spade. And on the other side of the diamond, they created a club. And inside the spade is a club that we don't see. Double D, one world and the next. One with and one without. The heart that does not have the diamond inside of it. So we get to 91 over here, and that is number 13. And I end at 13 for the first half of the alphabet. Now should I be counting down? But should I go over to 15? Because in the game of pool, the 8 ball, number 28, the cycle, okay, is the change of guards to the 7th gate, and it gives you 1 ounce. Okay, I'm getting a little thirsty. If you don't mind, can I take a 2-minute break? Chitter chatter. I want to know what's going on. Do I make any sense in what I'm doing? Of course, I just did a big mess. Oh my God, a terrible, terrible, terrible thing just happened. Really bad. I spilt coffee on my book. I spilled coffee on my book. And remember, tighten one of the moons, tighten everything up, tighten them hoses, tighten them hinges. Okay, I'm going to redo this one real bad page that got messed up. And I'm not redoing the other one. The skunk stinks. Wow, I got all my papers wet. I guess that's what you get for leaving things. Oh my God, plus my other book. Okay, this is the book I worked on yesterday. Okay, it's just a little mess. Little mess. So let me move. I have to clean this up just a little bit. So let's say we all take a 5-6 minute break at 8:25. Is that okay? 8:25. Wow, 8:25. And I had these things that were printed. Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to go over this a little bit later. I had printed these things up. I'm going to end up throwing them out, but I need to look at them. So yeah, we're on a 7-minute break here, 7 to 8 minute break. I got to clean up. Oh my God. And yeah, just what I don't want, dirt. Just what I don't want. Okay, I'm going to put it by the sink. I'm going to put it in the sink. So I'm going to tell you that I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down. We're on break time. How can I hold this up here? How about if we just do this? We do this. It's gonna work. It won't even be 5. It'll be less than 5 minutes, but you know, I just have to take a little break. Not fun, you know. Not fun. Not paying attention. This is very intricate, you know. It's hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Yeah, that's what it is. Lots of hours. And I do a lot of it. A lot of it that I do, I don't prepare for it, you know. Just, I mean, I write down a couple of things. I wasn't thinking of doing this, breaking down the numbers and what their true values are. Give me a second. Go ahead. Couple more minutes. Give me one more minute. Just 1 minute. Now I have to find the video. Okay. Okay. Nobody wanted to wait. Let me read what I see here. Magic numbers. So where we last left off, for those who don't remember, I'm going to end this video because every time I talk, there's just so much to do. I may come back and do another video continuation of numbers, explaining numbers in a different realm. But this is every time we get to a certain number. Until we got to 3, nothing happened. 3 was one section. It's almost like saying, I don't know, these 3, and then these 3, and then this one over here brings everything together. Did you follow? These 3 and these 3. This one brings everything together.
and here's your hexagon. And on the outside of your hexagon, okay, just so you can box it in, I'm just trying to see how this, how come this was long and this was, okay. Something's wrong somewhere. So, okay, right. I had to come down to here, right, and then to here, and then up to here, and then over to here. Is that what I did? I did that. What did I do here? Oh, I went here, and then I crossed here. That's what I did. Yeah, sorry to do things like this, but I'm learning, you know. I'm not teaching, or I'm just sharing what I see. That's all. It's just coming to me right now, you know, just right now. This is what I see. A reason to go around this and do what I do. I need to use the minimum amount of space, and this is the minimum amount of space that I have. I could go up here, but it doesn't stop in a four corner. Yeah, it stops in a four corner, but I'm only splitting everything. So this is that basic design. It's almost like a gem of some sort. And this is where you have your elongated octagon. But I don't have to make it this way, but I do. It's an obligation because of these dots. You see the area here? I need this one alone. I need to connect these three, this area, and I need to connect this area. Although I always like to create it like this. This is one area. I need to go this area here, complete area, which takes, this is the size of the first area. I mean, sorry, we can go, this is the size of the first area. It's the size of the second area. This is the size of the third area. So the second area is over here. And then the third area is over here. Look at the distance between here and here, besides the distance from here and here and here and here. So maybe I shouldn't be doing it that way, and it should be this way. This is the in-between of these two. So this is what it creates. It's not my... So when you put in the fourth one over here, and let me take a new page and show you what I'm talking about. We're going to take three. One here, and one over here. Or what I'm going to do is put one here, one over here, and one over here. So now I connect these three together. Look at that long distance in between these two. Now this fourth one that I'm going to connect is going to be right here. Well, we're not going to connect it yet. What we're going to do, just want to make a little marking. What we're going to do is I'm going to create a new area. I'm just trying to see how I can create that new area. So let me do this for a second. Just trying to see how to create that other area. It wouldn't be here. It would be here. I'm just trying to see. So if this would be the area here, and then this would be the area here, and then this would be the area here, and then I get the three dots, and I would create that area here. So then these two areas, 3 and 3, or 3 and 3, however which way you want to look at them, need to be brought together. So it's brought together by this area right over here. Now, what shape, I don't know if I should be doing this, what shape comes into this? And the basic first shape for me, okay, is the, I didn't go this exact, is the octagon. And then from that shape, I have to come to a point over here. For the bottom, I can't go over here because there's an, you see the in-between over here? It's in between a space. I have to stop on a point over here. So I just create over here. So I have the hexagon in the octagon. What happened, okay, what happened if I want to create the pentagram? So now I go ahead, and from the hexagon, I now create the pentagram, because the pentagram is right over here. So the pentagram and the hexagon, okay, both own certain parts. And it's like this, it was crowned and create an area space where the ring comes in over here. And now we have a empty space here. The ace above everything. So where do the legs for the ace go? And should I be crossing through it? The center of the ring, which is the center of both sides, bringing 3 and 3 together, 3 and 1 and 3. And this one is your number 1010, bringing both worlds together, if this is the way you want to see it. So let me go back and see something. Okay. So we're just going to go 1, 6, and 4 equals 10, and 5 equals 15, and 6 equals 21, and 7 equals 28, and 8 equals 36, and 9 equals 45, 36, 28, 21, 15. Okay. So we 45, and then we get 45 plus 10 equals 55. So this is one section of numbers up to 10. The next section up for numbers starts at 11. 11 through 18. And those are your 3 cubes, or 11 through 20, because the 21st, okay, is the creation of the 4th cube. So your 24th is, I'm just trying to think how many cubes. We go to 21. Anyways, I have to say 21 because when you say 80 in French, it's 4 times 20. Point final. Anytime you have the 0, it's valued at 6. So if you're going to go 1 through 6, okay, 0 is the code. It's the code of 6. 1 through 6 equals to 21. The code. 0 is surrounded by the 1, but it only gives 6 because the 6 gives the heaven and the birth. This gives the heaven and the birth. In 1 is 8. In 6 is 3. The 3 void. The 3 void of the 8 creation in the heaven. The 3 is voided in the 8 creation. Jumping hoops. That's what it seems like. So 11 through 21. Another reason for that is when the French count, they will say when they come to 70, they're going to go 60 and 10. When they go to equals 70, when they go to 80, okay, it equals to 4 times 20. When they go to 90, it equals to 4 times 20 plus 10. So I already know 10 is A, B, C, D. And there's other situations that I've had explained where there's other kinds of 10s that come into the factor. Because I'm just trying to A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because J, K, L, M as 10 and 11 and 12 coming together, right? Here's the 1, 2, 3, and 13. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, another way, this is also equal to 10, but the value over here is 23 and 23, or 11 and 11. This is your next value of 10, JKLM, 11, 11, creating the student multiplication. There's another one after this, and it shows up at 19 and 20 and 21 and 22 is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This and this, the difference is they are a mirror-like. According to the roulette and the 36 numbers, okay, there is also another one that comes up at 28, 29, 30, and 31 as 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all equal to 10, 10, 10, and then the original 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's happening with this, I don't know. But there's more of a story. In here is the birth and the cycle of man's creation of day. Inside of here, we have the spirit. We have the cycle. We end up with the expression for the monkey because of 22 to life. And this is where time is being used up. 22 and 25 earth equals 47 time. 22 and 29 equals 51 Mars. Life on earth and birth in life. Mars, time on the cross, and Jesus. Now we're going to get the number to the sun. Number 54. 22 plus beta creation, 32, equals to 54. The BC creation of 11, created by 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 equals to 3 and 2, beta creation of BC. Now we want to get to 57, the moon. So we take 22, because 22 is after 21, and that's a bust. We have to know it's the bust, right? And usually the maximum bust in blackjack is 26. That's the maximum bust because of the rules. Playing by rules, okay, tells us that on 17 we're standing. And on a soft 17 you can reduce. So if we want to go to the moon, we have to have number 35, electric company, creation of the C&E world. And the C&E world is 11 craps. This is part of your connection of the heavens to birth, number 35, because the 27 and the 35 create the birth. 14 and 9, 15 and 8. This is your birth, and your birth has been divided. This is where pi comes in. 3.14159265 is all created in this. They both create numeric value 23 or 11. So we counted. We keep on counting and counting and counting. So there's a number for everything. I don't know if you're bored already of this, but I have not finished. We counted up to all these numbers: 1, 6, 1, 6, 91, 91, 3, 199, 1361. We don't have 1361 here. 1361. So when he got to 91, it was 1. So we're going to do it again. 1 through 13 equals to 91, and 14 equals to 105. 6 equals to and 15 equals to 123, and 16. Okay, 15. This one over here equals 120, and this is the game of pool. In the game of pool, 7 equals 6, as the 15 ball, 1 and 5 equals to 6. So the second level of creation goes no more than 6. The first level goes to the 7th gate. After that, you go 1 through 6. If you don't understand why, because the 1 and the 9, the 2 and the 10, the 3 and the 11, the 4 and the 12, the 5 and the 13, the 6 and the 14, the 7 and the 15. 9 equals 1 equals 2 equals 3 equals 4 equals 5 equals 6. So it's 7 and 6, 6 and 5, 5 and 4, 4 and 3, 3 and 2, 2 and 1. They all mean the same thing. They're just reversed. One's a stripe and one's a solid. So we added up 16. We ended up with 136. This is a total of 10 equals to 1. Then we added up 17. It equals to 153, which says ace. This one over here equals 9. We ended up with number 18, and this is the end. After that, it reflects. So we're going to see if it reflects on number 19 equals 1. 71, which equals to 9. And then we end up with 19. This is the other side. It ends on 18, begins reflection. 190 equals to 1. And then 20 equals to 210 equals to 3. And then 21 equals to 231. And that's the complete reflection of what you started with, 1, 2, 3. And now you're back to 2, 3, 1 equals to 6. So let's see how those numbers react. We're going to go and bring back the numbers. Let me go. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can do this. 6, 3, 1, 9, 9, 1, 3, 6. And this is starting at, let me see what this one was. This was 1. Okay, this is the 13th. Now we're going to go from 1 to 13. 1, 3, 6, 1, 6. That's the 5 position, the 6th position. The 7th position is 28. The 9th position is 45. The 10th position is 55. The 11th position is 66. The 12th position is 78. Okay, so it's 136, 163, 191. Is that right? $36.45. It's 99. Let me see if I got that right. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th is a 1. Ninth, 10th, no, 9th, 10th is a 1. The 11th, is a 3 because it's 66. That's the division of everything. The 12th is a 6. The 13th is a 1. So where does it repeat? 1991 here, 1991 over here, 3, 1 over here, 3, 1 over here, 6, 1 over here, 6, 1 over here. So it repeats. The repeater is on the 13th number, 163, 199, 136. So it's the 4th and on the 13th number, 4, 4. And this one becomes DC. Oh, so now I have to continue up the ladder and see what else happens. It probably continues to repeat. So this is the number scale, and it's telling a story. And I'm tired. So many things that just connect. Let me read some of the items. Monkey, yeah, monkey, monk. Oh, I like that, monk. Well, that's what happens on the 13th. The 13th number is the repeat of 10. The 13th number repeats a 10. And what we're going to do is something a little different, because every time you end up with a 1, you should have had a 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a 7 here, and 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 a 7 here. So we would have 973. Sorry, where am I? I would have here 777. Where is my reflection? I start off with 1, 3. Do I ever go back to 1 and 3? Probably not. Everything starts to Well, here is 12th. Well, here is 12th. Yeah. So here, sorry, I should have did this. Let me go back to number 10. So we go to 199. We end in 199 and we start back 1, 3, 6, 6, 3, 1. Okay. So everything goes to 9 and then it starts over again. Okay. Not the 13. I did 13 because I stopped over here because this is when everything started over for us. This is when my first 10. There's a division between here and here. So there's a division between here and here. And there's a division between here and here. This 136 is separate from the rest of these. This is my first cube. My first cube ends over here. My first cube ends over here. My 7, 8, and 9 are the expression of the cube, where 7 is on the 2, where 8 is on the 1, where 9 is on every single one. 8 and 9 is on every single one, expressed over here in your 8th and your 9th. So that's what's happening here. And when you get to the 13th, what happens is you get the 91 and you get the spirit. You get the gateway when you end on the 12, 78, gateway, and it's also in October, the word October. I'm not sure where we got with this. What I'd like to do is try and make something out, some kind of platform that I can put up here and you can just download or print it and look at it yourself and bring everything together. Just know that I'm very happy with ABC 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Michael Jackson, MJ, for everything, for opening up the door. And I guess that's why we're all doing the moonwalk. Raphael 7286 and the constellation of Pegasus. Have a good night. Give me some ideas.